Sharks Quiz is brought to you by Kellogg's.
Hello, and welcome to Shark Season 5. We are finally at the quarter-final stage. That's our last 8 out of 48 teams that started. They've all fought well, exceptionally well to get to this point. Let's see how it goes this season, all right? So we are down to our last 8, first quarter-final today. My name is Evelyn Ejipong. I'm going to be your quiz for Season 5 of Junior Sharks 5, all right? So, without much ado, can we invite our quarterfinalists onto the stage? Get your mics to the right level for you, okay? Kojo, is the mic at the right level for you? Right. So we have our teams, Manna International School and Delhi Private School, DPS, all right? You're most welcome, both teams, to this competition. How are we feeling? You've made it to the last 8, right? I'm sure you're looking to go to the finals. I'm sure of it. So I'm not going to ask any questions around that. Right, we're going to do the introductions. So we'll start with Manna International School first. Can you please give me your names?
Natalie Efia Sabia Mullins.
Oh, Sylvescent.
Ahima Beidu Ivy.
Okay, so Kwejo, you need to speak up a bit for me, all right? I didn't quite hear you as well as you should. Right, and then our DPS team.
Kazan Kroma.
Akwesia Sefa.
Nana Kwame Nimanko. Joel Marine.
Okay, so welcome to all of you.
Round 1 of the Sharks Quiz is brought to you by Kellogg's.
All right, so we're going to start with the right corner round. In this round, 2 minutes to answer 8 questions. If you're unsure, pass, and if we have time at the end, I'll go back and repeat that question for you to answer. Because you're working against time, that's probably the best tactic to use. All right? So we'll start again with Manna International School. Are we ready for your right corner questions, sponsored by Kellogg's? Ready?
Ready.
Okay, first question. In which year was Ghana hit by a strong drought and famine? 1960, 2011, 1983, or 1979?
1983.
Correct. By what percentage did the Ghana cedi depreciate in 2019? Was it 4%, 3.1%, 10%, or 20%?
Pass.
Okay, question 3. What percentage of Ghana's GDP was public debt in 2020? Was it 81.1%, 15.2%, 30.9%, or 62%?
Pass.
What is the meaning of Abyssinia? Does it mean people of burnt faces, land of blacks, land of honest people, or kin of kings?
A.
A is correct, people with burnt faces. Which African country was once called Dahomey?
Benin.
Benin is correct. Now you're going to give me the locations of these things. Where would I find the Burj Khalifa?
UAE.
Correct. Where will I find the Kremlin?
Russia.
Where will I find the Grand Canyon? You're correct, by the way.
China.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect. That is in the USA, Arizona, to be precise. We have time. You passed on 2. By what percentage did the Ghana cedi depreciate in 2019? Was it 4%, 3.1%, 10%, or 20%?
4%.
That's incorrect. It was actually like 10%. What percentage of Ghana's GDP was public debt in 2020? Was it 81.1%, 15.2%, 30.9%, or 62%?
15.2.
That's incorrect. It was actually 81.1%. Well done, Manna. You've attempted all your questions. Good work, good work. Right, DPS, are you ready for your right corner questions?
Yes.
Okay. So your time starts when I read the first question. First question, what was Ghana's fiscal deficit in the year 2020? Was it 20%, 25%, 18.9%, or 15.2%?
Pass.
Okay, what is Ghana's current estimated GDP in dollars? Is it A, $75 billion, B, $120 billion, C, $100 billion, or D, $50 billion?
A.
A is correct. What was the percent of depreciation of the Ghana cedi in 2020? Was it 10, 4, 20, or 3.1%? 10, 4, 20, or 3.1%?
4.
4 is incorrect. It's actually 3.1%. What is the meaning of Dahomey? Land of gold, farmers, land of snakes, or fierce warriors?
Fierce warriors.
That's incorrect. It's actually the land of snakes. Which African country was once called Abyssinia?
Ethiopia.
Correct. Where can we find the following? The Great Pyramids.
Cairo, Egypt.
Egypt. The Eiffel Tower.
Paris, France.
Excellent. Tiananmen Square.
Beijing, China.
Excellent. All right. You passed on one. What was Ghana's fiscal deficit in the year 2020?
Possible answer.
The options are 20, 25, 18.9, 15.2.
20.
20 is incorrect. It's actually 15.2. It's worth the try. We're at the end for you. You've got plenty of time left. Excellent work. All right. Well done, DPS. Well done. First round, we have 50-50. You know what kind of competition this is going to be. Okay, we have a substitution for both teams, please. So, can those who are being substituted leave, and those coming on join us, please. So we're now going to go on to round 2. That's our R-cubed round. So our questions are going to be on reading, writing, and arithmetic. The questions are going to be asked alternately, all right? So our first series of questions is, you're choosing the odd one out. The odd one out. We'll start with DPS, because we started with Manna in the last round. Are we ready? Okay? Your sequence of statements here are A, plentiful, B, scant, C, limited, D, scarce. Odd one out.
Plentiful.
Correct for 10 points. Manna, your sequence. Dawdle, ephemeral, idle, or linger. Odd one out. You can give me an answer there.
Ephemeral.
Ephemeral is correct. Right, I need you to be faster for me. Okay, the bell had gone, so you need to be much quicker for me, please. Your question proper now, right? A conspiracy, machination, treachery, or synod. Odd one out.
D.
D is the correct answer, synod. Right, Manna, odd one out. Sentiment, impression, supposition, actuality.
Actuality.
Actuality is correct for 10 points. Right, that brings us to the end of that one. So we're now going to go to a sequence of questions on proverbs. You're going to complete them for me, right? For DPS, blood will.
Pass.
Manna? That's not what I have here, but I think out. He said out. Okay, it's blood will tell. Blood will tell. So we're not going to give you that one. Again, for you now, your question proper. Proverb. The apple never falls far from the tree. That is correct. DPS. The leopard cannot change.
Its spots.
Correct. Manna, for the last question on Proverbs. You cannot make a silk purse out of a sow's
ear.
Excellent. Sow's ear, correct, for 10 points. We're going on to our maths questions now. Okay, DPS, you get the first of the maths questions. Ready? Nicole has a collection of 4 cubes, 3 triangular prisms, and 1 square pyramid. What is the total number of faces in all of the 3D objects of Nicole's collections?
Is the answer 44?
The answer is 44. That's correct. Okay, it's not, is the answer 44? Because then you don't ask me a question. I could just say yes or no, couldn't I? Just give you the answer, all right? Okay. Right, Manna, are you ready for your maths question? A bag contains a red marble, a yellow marble, a green marble, and a blue marble. Mackenzie reaches into the bag, removes a marble, and sets it aside. She then does the same thing 2 more times. What is the probability that the marble remaining in the bag is red?
Pass.
You're passing on that one. DPS, do you have an answer for me?
Pass.
Time's up. It's a quarter, 1 in 4. 1 in 4 was that probability, okay? Right, DPS, your question proper now. What is the value of, listen carefully please, 20 minus 19 plus 22 minus 21 plus 24 minus 23 plus 26 minus 25 plus 28 minus 27 plus 30 minus 29.
Six.
Correct. Good work. Good work. Right, Manna. How many 12s are in 16 nines? How many 12s are in 16 nines? Yes, you're correct. Yes, you're correct. Well done. 10 points there. Right, DPS. In the year 2020, October has 31 days, November has 30 days, and December has 31 days. To the nearest whole number, how many complete weeks are in the last 3 months of 2020? To the nearest whole number. There is 13. Well done. 13. Okay, man, are you ready for yours? Right. Emma's cake recipe requires 3 large eggs to make 2 dozen slices of cake. With the same recipe, how many large eggs are needed to make 144 slices of cake? Time starts now. Yes, your answer,
36.
please.
36.
36 is incorrect. 36 is incorrect.
18
Don't know who I'm speaking to. I don't see any lights.
18
Right,
eggs.
you're correct, Joe. It's 18. Right, DPS, your question proper now, okay? What is the sum of the 6 positive whole numbers that evenly divide 20. The sum of the 6 positive whole numbers that evenly divide 20. Your last 10 seconds. Okay, your time is up.
42.
42 is the correct answer. 42 is the correct answer. Manna, a square has an area of 25. 2 opposite sides of the square each have the length tripled. What is the perimeter of the new figure? Square has an area 25. 2 opposite sides of the square each have their length tripled. What is the perimeter of the new figure? Halfway. Yep.
60 centimeters.
60 centimeters is incorrect. DPS.
40 centimeters.
You are correct. 40 centimeters. Excellent. 40 centimeters. That brings us to the end of round 2, the R-cube round. Manna have scored 20 points. DPS have scored 75 points. Okay.
When you wake up in the morning before you start your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time. For work and for play, for a great start to your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
We always start our day with a nourishing Kellogg's breakfast, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals. So in our family, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
This advertisement has been voted and approved by the FDA.
Whenever Princess starts, the neighbors do complain that her voice and the beats are too loud. Who is scared of the voices of tomorrow's superstars?
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
Can do it like you.
It's me. I can play the drum. I can sing. I can dance. I'm talented. I can draw. I can be myself. With Indomie.
That must be a neighbor.
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
Can do it like you.
It's me, like no other.
Here's to all amazing moms who identify and nurture the uniqueness in our kids.
Indomie instant noodles. Tastes great. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
are making a mark in Africa, building leaders and entrepreneurs who would push boundaries to rewrite the African story. Through ethical leadership, innovation, this is Africa. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Academic City. The first 250 new students who register with Academic City this year enjoy up to 50% discount on tuition fee. Visit www.act.edu.gh/admissions to apply now. You are the future. Choose ACT. Make your mark.
So we're going to move on to the STEM round. Questions on science, technology, engineering, and maths. The questions are going to be posed to both teams. If you think you know the answer when I've not even finished reading the question, you can buzz, wait for me to acknowledge you, and attempt it. However, you do that at some risk. Should it be incorrect, you lose 5 points. It's then given over to the other team to pick up the bonus. Are we all?
Yeah.
Sure on that one? Okay. So please listen to this preamble. STEM round is beginning. Robin Warren and Barry Marshall won the 2005 Nobel Prize in Medicine for discovering that the bacterium H. pylori can cause these injuries to develop. For 10 points, name these things that I'm going to describe for you. Name these painful breaches of the lining of digestive organs. What are they called? Right, that was DPS.
Ulcers.
Ulcers is correct. 10 points. Second question. Ulcers caused by H. pylori can be diagnosed by a breath test in which patients ingest this nitrogen-rich substance, also known as carbamide or carbamide. What is that substance? Right, nitrogen-rich was urea. Okay, listen to this preamble. You get 10 points for each correct answer. It's about Christian Huygens, Huygens. These questions are about him. Huygens studied the rings of Saturn and discovered what moon known as Saturn's largest satellite. That was Manna?
Titan.
Titan is correct. Titan is correct. Huygens was the first physicist to correctly quantify what type of force that causes a body to move along a circular path. That was Manna?
Centripetal force.
You're correct. Centripetal force. Huygens also studied the properties of what physical devices, one of which was used to determine the acceleration due to gravity. It's a device. I was looking for pendulum. Pendulum. Next question. No more about Huygens. We're moving on now, okay? These molecules can be joined together through glycosidic leakages. Like proteins, they have 4 calories per gram. But unlike proteins, most of them lack nitrogen. Polymers, that was Manna.
Carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates is correct. Carbohydrates is correct. Next question. In plants, it serves as a micronutrient, influences calcium ion utilization, and allows root tips to elongate. This element's ability to absorb neutrons led to it being used in the control rods of nuclear reactors. It's involved in a common anti-Markovnikov reaction. This element is commonly found in banana bonds. Okay, that came from DPS.
Potassium.
Potassium is incorrect, so I'm going to read the rest of the question to... You've now lost yourself a few marks there. Okay? So I'll read the rest to Manna. Commonly found in banana bonds and is a notable exception to the octet rule. Together with its silicates, it is found in Pyrex glassware. For 10 points, name this element with an atomic weight of 10.81, an atomic number of 5.
Boron.
Boron is correct. Boron is correct. Please listen to the following preamble. An ill-intentioned attempt to destroy the wolf population at the Kaibab Reserve caused another species to substantially violate it. For 10 points each. Name this term referring to the supportable population of any environment for an organism given the food, habitat, water, presence of predators, and other biotic and abiotic factors. Our time's up. We're looking for carrying capacity. The carrying capacity. A compound named after this structure sees the conversion from cis to trans orientation at the 11th carbon. And IPRGCs are ganglion cells found in this structure that are sensitive to melopsin, which helps maintain circadian rhythms. The uvea lies between this entity and the sclera. For 10 points, identify this layer of the eye, which contains the rods and cones and helps DPS.
The retina.
It is the retina. It is the retina. It is the retina. Okay, next question. Magnetizing an iron nail by attaching it to a bar magnet is termed what? Right, that was Manna.
Stroking.
Stroking. I don't know if I'll take stroking. DPS. Okay, time's up. It was induction. I can't take stroking. Okay? That brings us to a very hard-fought STEM round finish. Very hard-fought. Well done. Well done to both teams. Right. So at the end of that round, Manna scored 35 points and DPS scored 15 points. 15 points. Round 4, round 4, round 4. This is where we are going to the one-on-one. So we have specialists pitted against specialists. You have 2 questions in each section, and whoever thinks they know the answer can buzz in and give me the answer. All right?
The Sharks Quiz Round 4 is brought to you by Indomie.
So, we're starting with our English specialists. Can our English specialists stay? And the rest of you leave us for the moment. Okay? So we have Vincent versus Javni. I got that right. Or Janvi. Janvi. I got it right. I got it right. Janvi. Right. Are we ready? Give the idiomatic expression that satisfies this expression. The one weak spot in a person. That came from Vincent.
Achilles heel.
Achilles heel is correct. Maximum points there. Next question of this round, or the last one. A test that will prove or disprove something conclusively. Idiomatic expression. Vincent.
Acidic test.
The acid test. Very, very good. Very, very good. Well done. Well done. May I have my mathematicians on board, please? The mathematicians on board. Okay. 2 questions to the mathematicians. First question. A rectangle with sides of length 84 and 45 units has the same perimeter as a hexagon. If the sides of a hexagon all have the same length, then what is the length of a side of hexagon? John?
43.
You're correct. 43 units. 43 units. 43 units. Second question in the maths region. Second question. It requires 8 people to take 21 days to complete a task. How many days are needed for 12 people to finish the same task? 30 seconds.
14 days.
14 days, John, you are correct. Right, scientists on board, please. Scientists on board. Bring your name to the first one for me, please. Right, you have 2 science questions. And you need to listen attentively. They're quite long questions, okay? So, for your first question, some students went to the Botanical Research Institute to find out the impact of human activities on the environment and how these activities have affected the survival of plants on our planet. They learned that plants were going extinct at a rate which is 500 times faster than their natural extinction rate. More than 8 plant species disappear from our planet every 3 years on an average since 1900. About 89% of them are at risk of extinction. This alarmed them as it was bad news for all living things on Earth. After the excursion, the 4 students made the following statements. Thomas, primary consumers will be the most directly affected by the rapid extinction of plants. Janet, the tertiary consumers and apex predators will be affected although they do not feed on plants. Afi, the extinction of plant species over time can worsen global warming. Gloria, plant extinction does not affect global warming as long as humans reduce their carbon footprint at the current level. Who made the incorrect statements? Kojo?
The 4th person.
The 4th person. Yes, you're correct. Gloria. Second question of the science round. Second question of the science round. South Africa, Australia, Brazil, India, Madagascar, and Hawaii are areas which have been marked as hotspots for plant extinction. These countries have a large portion of the population depending on primary industries like agriculture for a living. Which of the following is a possible solution for slowing down plant extinction? So listen clearly, please. So is or are possible solutions for slowing down plant extinction? Providing, number 1, providing botanists with funds to come up with and execute conservation programs. 2, more emphasis placed on identifying and recording plant specimen. 3, governments could grant subsidies to farmers to explore new methods of farming. For example, hydroponics. 4, educating the public on the importance of plant and animal conservation through conservation campaigns and fundraising efforts. And 5, educating local children to recognize local plants and inculcate a love for nature in the long term. What we now need to do is for you to tell me which of these, A, B, C, or D. So, A, all of the above.
D.
That's incorrect. Right, could you listen to the rest? A was all of the above. B was options 1 and 2. C was options 1, 3, 4, and 5. And C was options 1 and 2. Right, so give me a moment here. A, all of the above. B, options 1 and 4. C, options 1, 3, 4, and 5. D, options 1 and 2. Which one are you going for? Yeah, I'm listening, Kojo.
C.
C is incorrect. Right, can I have my social scientists up here, please? So we have Ivy and Nana Kwame. You have general knowledge. social studies type questions. First question, you have an image to identify. Minister in the Republic of Ghana. Yes, his name please.
Kwekwa Ajeman Menu.
Unfortunately, no. I'm listening.
Kwasia Makwata.
You're correct. Kwasia Makwata. Right, last question of this contest and this round. You have a clip to watch of a TEDx event. I need you to identify this inspirational speaker.
Even we know why we do what we do. But then how do you explain when things don't go as we assume? Or better, how do you explain when others are able to achieve things that seem to defy all of the assumptions? For example, why is Apple so innovative? Year after year after year after year, they're more innovative than all their competition. And yet, they're just a computer company. They're just like everyone else. They have the same
Right. So neither of you knew. That gentleman's name is Simon Sinek. Amazing speaker on leadership, all right? Simon Sinek. Well done. Okay, excellent. Can I have everybody else join us, please? Everyone else join us, please. Yeah. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, so we need the scores for our final round brought to us courtesy of Indomie, which is our one-on-one round. The scores. Okay, so at the end of that round, Manna International School scored 60 points. DPS did not score any points at all. Let's see what the totals are looking like. Because I believe there was one mark. Wow, wow, wow. Right, so, can we listen? Thank you, thank you. Exceptional support, right? And interestingly, thank you on the floor. I mean, I think that was an exceptional comeback from Manna. Let's be honest. Their run scores were not good at all, but somehow they pulled it back slowly and slowly. Exceptional work from Manna, exceptional work from DPS. Do not be disheartened, all right? Very close score line, very good work. And that brings us to the end of our first quarterfinal. So through to the semi-final. Is this your first time or your second time? Semi-final.
3 times. This is our 4th time.
This is your 4th time. So you've been in semi-finals 3 times. Wow. Okay, DPS, all the best. Shake their hand. They did exceptionally well. They did well. Well done. Kojo? Yeah. Excellent. Right. Exceptional competition. Our thanks to Kellogg's, Indomie, Frytol, Vivo Energy, and our academic sponsors, as always, Ashesi University Family Health Medical School, Academic City University College, Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health. And as usual, my name is Evelyn Ejipong, and this is Sharks Season 5. Thank you.
When you wake up in the morning before you start your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time. For work and for play, for a great start to your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
We always start our day with a nourishing Kellogg's breakfast, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals. So in our family, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
This advertisement has been voted and approved by the FDA.
Whenever Princess starts, the neighbors do complain that her voice and the beat are too loud. Who is scared of the voices of tomorrow's superstars?
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one else can do it like you.
Indomie, I can sing, I can dance, I'm talented.
table.
You special in your way.
It's me, I know that.
Like you.
It's me, I know
Here's to all amazing moms who identify and nurture the uniqueness in our kids.
Indomie instant noodles. Tastes great. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We are making a mark in Africa, building leaders and entrepreneurs who would push boundaries to rewrite the African story. Through ethical leadership, innovation, this is Africa. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Academic City. The first 250 new students who register with Academic City this year enjoy up to 50% discount on tuition fee. Visit www.act.edu.gh/admissions to apply now. You are the future. Choose ACT. Make your mark.
Hello and welcome back from the break. Our first contest this episode was an amazing, well-fought one. Manna did an amazing job coming back from what looked like defeat and making themselves through to the semi-finals. Let's see if our next two schools will be able to also emulate what happened previously. So can I invite Kotoka Primary JHS and Life International School on stage? Our competitors. Welcome, welcome. Okay, get your mics to the right level for you. You're going to be introducing yourselves. Right, so let's start with Kotoka Primary JHS. Can you introduce yourselves?
My name is Gerald Asa Opoku.
Wilhelmina Nkumban.
Abdul Wahab Abubakar. Israel Du.
Okay, guys, you are most welcome from Kotoka. And then we have Life International School. Can you introduce
Clifford
yourself?
Ayenu.
Afakbeji Samara. Eileen Obeyanto.
Elsie Gansa.
Right. Aileen, you need to be louder, okay? Samara the same. Perhaps we should bring it up a bit higher for you, Samara, okay?
Round 1 of the Sharks Quiz is brought to you by Kellogg's.
So we're going to start with the right corner round. I'm starting with Kotoka, all right? 2 minutes, 8 questions. Your time will start when I read the first question, and you're going against the clock. So if you're unsure, just say pass. If you have time at the end, I'll come back, reread the question, and you can then attempt it. Okay? Are we ready? Your time will start when I read the first question. Question 1. In which year did a combined forces of Dagomba, Nanumba forces attack and destroy the Gonja town of Salaga? Was it A, 1900, B, 1870, C, 1892, or D, 1460?
1870.
1870 is incorrect. It was 1892. Which region has the largest number of Muslims in Ghana? Is it the Central Region, A, B, Upper West Region, C, Northern Region, or D, Western Region?
Upper West Region.
Incorrect. It was Northern. Question 3. When did the first Ahmadiyya Muslim missionary arrive in the Gold Coast? Was it 1891, 1972, 1970, 1921, or 1992?
C.
C is correct, 1921. Which African country was formerly called the Belgian Congo? Is it DRC Congo, Congo Brazzaville, Zimbabwe, or Namibia?
Congo Brazzaville.
Incorrect. It's DR Congo. In which part of Africa is Swahili generally spoken? South Africa, East Africa, West Africa, or North Africa?
South Africa.
Incorrect. It's East Africa. Which of the following conditions promote women's empowerment? A, legislation to ban child marriage. B, employment of women in women's shops. C, limited access of women to high positions of power and authority. D, non-payment of benefits for women in industry and employment.
B.
B is incorrect. It's actually legislation to ban child marriage. Who invented the radio? Was it Gabriel Fahrenheit, Peter Hennel, Guglielmo Marconi, or top? Yes, you're correct. It was Marconi. And please tell me the capital city of Jamaica.
Kingston.
Kingston, Jamaica. Yes, you're correct. You didn't pass on any, so that brings you to the end of your round. Well done. Well done. Right. Life. Are we ready?
Yes, please.
Okay, you've got your 8 questions. First question, when I finish reading that, your time starts. Yes. Okay, if you're not sure, pass, and I'll come back if we have time. Let's start. Who was the first permanent Ahmadiyya missionary in Ghana? Was it Mirza Ghulam Ahmed, Mahatma Gandhi, Osuman Sharabutu, or Alhaji Fadul Rahman Hakim?
D.
D is correct. Which of these men is regarded as the founding father of Islam among the Fanti people? Is it Philip Kweku, J.W. Say, Mensa Saba, or Benjamin Sam?
Benjamin Sam.
You're correct. In which year did the Ahmadi community in Ghana seek permission from the colonial government to build a mosque and a secondary school in Kumasi? Was it 1921, 1890, 1989, or 1928?
A.
A is incorrect. It was D, 1928. Which mountain range stretches across Algeria and Morocco? Is it Mount Everest, Mount Kilimanjaro, Atlas Mountains, or Mount Ketu?
C.
C is correct for Atlas Mountains. Which is the westernmost major city of Africa? Westernmost major city of Africa. Is it Niamena, Lagos, Yaoundé, or Dakar?
A.
A is incorrect. It's Dakar. Which of the following promotes maternal health? A, limited access to daycare centers. B, spacing of childbirth for at least 2 years. C, using high heels during pregnancy. D, absence of sex education.
B. 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 B for boy.
D for?
B. B for boy.
Yes, you're correct. B for boy. Who is said to be the inventor of the centigrade scale? Is it Benjamin Franklin, Peter Hennel, Anders Celsius, or Marconi?
A.
A is incorrect. What's the capital city of Trinidad and Tobago?
Pass.
That's your last one.
Port Moresby.
Ah, it was Port of Spain. Port of Spain. You didn't listen to question 7 very well. Degrees Celsius, you hear it all the guys. Celsius centigrade scale, right? So it's Celsius. Well done anyway. That brings us to the end of A Run for Life International. Okay, scores at the end of that round. Kotoka JHS, 30 points. Life International, 40 points. Well done. Well done. Excellent work. We're going to move on swiftly to round 2. The R cubed, you're swapping. You're doing a substitution. Okay. You're welcome. Can you just speak your name into the mic for me?
Siboji.
Welcome, Sybil, Life International. So for the RQ round, the questions are on reading, writing, and arithmetic. Each school is posed a question for a maximum of 10 points. The wrong answer will give you a penalty of -5. If you answer a question wrong or you decide not to attempt a question, it will be passed on as a bonus to your opposing team for +5. However, should they get it wrong, they also lose 5 points. Are we all ready on that? Okay, so I'm going to start on this side because I think I started on that side last time. Choose the odd one out. That's Life International, all right? The odd one out here. The preamble goes until I tell you we've stopped, okay? 1. A, summarize. B, elaborate. C, outline. D, skim over.
Skim over.
That's incorrect. Pass it over for
Summarize.
bonus. That's also incorrect. It's elaborate. Elaborate. Okay, so both gave me incorrect answers. So Kotoka, your question proper now. Hypothetical, illusionary, veritable, or supposititious. Or supposititious. I can't pronounce that very well. Repeat. Hypothetical, illusionary, veritable, supposititious. Supposititious.
Illusionary.
That's incorrect.
Veritable.
Veritable is correct. Veritable is correct. For the bonus there. Right, Life International. Your 4 words. Relic, vestige, remnant, succumbent. Relic, vestige, remnant, succumbent.
Succumbing.
Succumbent is correct. Well done. Kotoka. Sporadic, prop, buttress, sustain.
Pass.
You're passing. Life, you want to give it a try?
Pass.
You're passing. You're sporadic. Sporadic was the last one there. We're now moving on to collective nouns. Collective nouns. So we start with life. Your question proper here. What's the collective noun for sheep?
Flock.
Flock. Yeah. So, Kotoka, collective noun for ships. Ships.
A fleet of ships.
It's a fleet of ships. Yeah. Life International. Collective noun for singers.
Choir.
Choir. Samara, you have to be louder for me, please. Be louder for me. Okay? Kotoka, collective noun for soldiers. Soldiers.
An army of soldiers.
An army, yes. You could have taken battalion or regiment there. Well done. Right, we're now moving on to some maths questions. And we start with life there. Becca's birthday is June 10th. Her friend's birthday is November 10th. If Becca's birthday this year is a Wednesday, what day of the week is her friend's birthday this year?
Wednesday.
Incorrect. Pass it over. Still got 10 seconds.
Pass.
For the bonus. Okay, the answer was Tuesday. Tuesday. All right. So, Kotoka, your question proper now. A circle has an area of 25 pi. The radius of the circle is increased by 3. What is the increase in the area of the circle? You're going to add pi to it. So the increase in pi, in terms of pi. Five seconds left. On the bell, Abubakar.
8 pi.
Unfortunately, that's incorrect.
64 pi.
64 pi is also incorrect. It was actually 39 pi. 39 pi. While Life International, listen carefully to me, please. Complete the equation with either a plus or a minus to make the equation correct. Okay? So 10. Your next sequence is 6. Then 2. then 4 equals 6. So insert your plus or minuses as you see fit.
Ten plus 6 minus 2 plus 4 is equal to 6.
Incorrect. Kotoka?
10 minus 6 minus 2 plus 4.
You're correct for the bonus. You're correct for the bonus. Well done. Well done. Okay? So Kotoka, your question proper now. According to the pattern, determine if the next number will be an odd or even number. So you're going to listen to the pattern, okay? 3 followed by 6, followed by 6. Sorry, 3 followed by 4, followed by 6, followed by 7, followed by 8, followed by 10, followed by 11, followed by 12, followed by 14. Is the next number in this sequence an odd or even one?
An odd number.
It is an odd number. You are correct. Right, life. If A with a symbol B, so A, we have a symbol before the B, is equal to AB minus A minus B plus 1, then what will be the value of 208 of that symbol between A and B and 1001? What will be the value?
Pass.
You're passing. Do you
Pass.
have
Pass.
It was 283,000 we're looking for there. Okay? Right, Kotoka, your question proper. What is the product of 4% of 112 and 6.25% of 375? You don't have an answer? Life, do you have an answer?
Pass.
It was 105 we were looking for. Okay, so Life, your last question of this round. Josh rolls 2 standard 6-sided dice. What is the probability that the product of the numbers shown on the dice is a multiple of 6? You can give me the answer as a fraction. What is the probability?
Pass.
You're passing. Right, Kotoka, do you have an answer for me?
Pass.
Okay, it was 5 over 12. 5 over 12.
That's right.
And Kotoka, your last question of this round as well. What is the remainder when the sum of the terms of the arithmetic series 101 plus 108 plus 115 goes all the way, keeps plussing up to 290, is divided by 28? What is the remainder when the sum of the terms of this arithmetic series 101 plus 108 plus 115 and so on until plus 290 divided by 28? Five seconds left.
Pass.
You're passing?
Pass.
Life, the answer there was 14. 14. That brings us to the end of the R-cubed round. Let's see what the scores are looking like on our scoreboard. All right, so Kotoka scored 20 points and Life International scored 15 points. Before we move on to the third one, I believe there's a substitution here. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay, so you go off and the other person come in. Thank you.
When you wake up in the morning before you start your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time. For work and for play, for a great start.
start our day with a nourishing Kellogg's breakfast, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals. So in our family, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
This advertisement has been voted and approved by the FDA.
Whenever Princess starts, the neighbors do complain that her voice and the beat are too loud. Who is scared of the voices of tomorrow's superstars?
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one can do it like you.
That must be a neighbor.
You special in your way.
It's me, like no other.
No one can do it like you.
It's me, like no other.
Here's to all amazing moms who identify and nurture the uniqueness in our kids.
Indomie instant noodles. Tastes great. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We are making a mark in Africa, building leaders and entrepreneurs who would push boundaries to rewrite the African story. Through ethical leadership, innovation, this is Africa. Welcome to the future. Welcome to Academic City. The first 250 new students who register with Academic City this year enjoy up to 50% discount on tuition fee. Visit www.act.edu.gh/admissions to apply now. You are the future. Choose ACT. Make your mark.
Welcome, Christabel. Welcome. Get your mic a bit lower and closer to your mouth, okay? Christabel, you're most welcome for Kotoka. Excellent. Are we ready for round 3?
Yes.
Right, round 3, we're looking at the science, technology, engineering, and maths, which is STEM questions. Questions are posed to both schools. You can buzz in at any time. If you're correct, you get 10 points. If you're not, however, you lose 5 points, and the question is then offered for a bonus of 10 points. Again, should the bonus also be incorrect, you will get 5 points deducted. So there's a bit here that we need to be, we have to take some risks, I guess. Preamble. Under shear stress, these substances deform continuously. For 10 points each, give me the answer to this statement. Gases and liquids are examples of what class of substances that take? Right.
Fluids.
Abu Bakr, you said fluids. You are correct. You are correct. This term describes fluids in which the viscous shear stress is proportional to the strain rates. We're looking for Newtonian fluids there, Newtonian fluids. Third question. In a non-Newtonian thesoptric fluid subject to stress, the viscosity decreases with this property of the stress. The viscosity decreases with the property of the stress. The answer we were looking for there was time. Time. Right, we're moving on to questions on mathematical functions. 10 points each. For any real number x, this function equals x if x is positive and equals negative x if x is negative. Thus, a non-negative result is always obtained. So we're looking for a function. The answer there was absolute value. This function is equivalent to raising a number to 1/2 its power. Abubakar.
Root.
Sorry. Israel.
Root.
You
root
said?
Of. Root of.
Yes, root is correct. Square root. You're correct. You're correct. Next question. In a right triangle, this trigonometric function equals the opposite over the hypotenuse. Yes.
Pythagoras theorem.
Louder for me.
Pythagoras theorem.
Unfortunately not. I can't give you that one. Who passed in?
The sine function.
It's the sine function. Yeah, well done. For 10 points each, name these eponymous devices used in science laboratories. So you're listening to the explanation, all right, or the description. Named after a German chemist, this burner often...
Bunsen burner.
You're correct, Abubakar, Bunsen burner. Right, this small, shallow glassware is named after an assistant to Robert Koch. Their flatness means grown samples, such as bacteria, can be examined under the microscope. A shallow glassware.
Petri dish.
You're correct for Petri dish. That's for Life International there. Next one. When a particle enters a gas inside this instrument, an audible click or needle spike occurs. It is used to detect radiation. That was the red one.
Geiger-Müller tube.
You are correct. It's a Geiger-Müller counter. Geiger-Müller counter. Geiger-Müller tube. That's fine. Right, question 10. Name these rays found throughout the universe which produce air showers when they enter the atmosphere. Air showers when they enter the atmosphere. No, we were looking for cosmic rays. Cosmic rays. That brings us to the end of our STEM round. Well done to both teams. Excellent work. Excellent work. Right, at the end of that round, Kotoka scored 50 points and Live scored 10 points. Right, we're now going to go to the final round called the one-on-one round.
The Sharks Quiz Round 4 is brought to you by Indomie.
Specialists against specialists. English, maths, science, and general knowledge or social studies, I would say. Right, so our English contestants, can you stay here? And the others, please leave. And we'll ask for you later. Thank you. So we have Abubakar versus Aileen, is that correct? Yeah. Right, your two questions. The first one is complete the simile. As light as a... Aileen.
Feather.
Feather is correct. Well done. Second question. Complete this proverb as it relates to anticipation. Don't count your chickens until... Abubakar.
They are hatched.
Until they are hatched. 10 points each. Well done. May I have our mathematicians join us, please? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we have Sybil and Israel. Can you get your mics to the right height so I can hear you when you speak? Brilliant. 2 maths questions. So the first question. 2 right angles have the same perimeter, and each triangle side's length are all whole numbers. One right triangle has legs of length 10 and 24. The other right triangle has a hypotenuse of length 25. What is the area of the second triangle? You have some options in answers here. A, 150, B, 112, C, 120, or D, 144. Israel.
112.
112 is incorrect. Right, Sybil.
120.
120 is also incorrect. It was actually 150. 150. Your second question. Complete the equation with plus and times to make the equation correct. Right? So 6 followed by 4, followed by 3, followed by 2 equals 29. 29. Yes, Israel.
6 times 4 plus 3 plus 2.
You're correct. You're correct. Can I have the scientists on stage now? Well done. Well done, Israel. Well done, Sybil. Right, so for Kotoka, your name, please. Okay, so I have Gerald and Elsie. Okay, so for Kotoka, I have Gerald, and for Life International, I have Elsie. Welcome. Science questions, please. Please listen clearly for me. Humans are able to see visible light, which can be split into 7 colors. Light travels in waves, and waves can have long wavelengths or short wavelengths. Light waves can be scattered when it collides with particles in the air. The longer the wavelength, the harder it is to scatter them when it's traveling through the air or other medium, and the more likely that it will reach our eyes such that we can see the color. Based on the information above, select all statements which are true about sunsets. 1. We can see orange and red during sunset as the red light has mostly been scattered into the air. 2. Sunsets are orange and red because red and yellow light is scattered the least and most of it has reached our eyes. 3. Blue, indigo, and violet light is easily scattered due to its small wavelengths. And 4. All 7 colors of light are scattered to some degree when they travel through the air. So now you're going to tell me which option is correct.
B.
So which ones are you talking about? Are you talking 1, 2, 3, 4? Which ones? Okay, that's incorrect. That's incorrect. Elsie?
A.
A is also incorrect. The answer we were looking for is 2, 3, and 4 to be correct. Okay? All right. Second question. Second question. This type of animal has a backbone and fur on its body. It also has mammary glands to feed its young with milk. The immature young after birth continues to grow in the pouch of its mother. What? That's Elsie.
Kangaroo.
Incorrect. I'm going to read the rest there. What class of animal does it belong to? Is it aves, amphibia, actinotectile? It's a difficult one to pronounce. Or mammalia?
D.
Can you say the word for me?
Mammalia.
Mammalia. Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. Right, welcome for our social scientists. All right, Clifford and Abubakar. You're going to see an image. Identify this award-winning Hollywood actor. Abubakar.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba is correct. Idris Elba is... You're going to hear something. Which Nigerian musician sang this popular song? So listen, please.
Do you know Johnny? Question.
Clifford?
Yemi Alade.
You're correct. You're correct in that round. You can stay here. You can stay here. Right, can I have the other specialists on, please? The other specialists can join us on stage now, please. That is the end of the 4th round. All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. That brings us to the end of the competition and the end of the one-on-one round, brought to us courtesy of Indomie. So at the end of round 4, Kotoka JHS score 40, Life International score 20. Let's see what that brings us to as a total and who's now going to move forward. Okay, so at the end of that round, Kotoka JHS score 140 points and Life International you score 85 points. A relatively high scoring quarterfinal there. Well done to both teams. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Well done. Okay. So that brings us now to the end of this contest and this episode. So we now have 2 more schools moving to the semis. So in the previous round, we had moving forward Manna International, and now joining them in the semis will be Kotoka Primary JHS. And life commiserations, there's always next time, okay? Right, well done. Until next time, my name is Evelyn Dejipong, and this series of Sharks is brought to you by Kellogg's, Indomie, Frytol, Vivo Energy, Ashesi University, Family Health Medical School, Academic City University College, and Lewis University. Until next time, I'm Evelyn Dejipong. Thank you. All right, shake each other. You've done very well. Excellent competition.
Go to www.thesharksquiz.com for questions and answers and for more information.